Transformations. We transform ourselves to transform people. This is the forecast of the 2025 forecast and prediction from Nana Ayebiafo Jnana. Keep watching.
Yeah, you do 30, number 30 will haunt it. My men's repeating number 30, no, never free on that. See, also a lot of automobile companies in Germany will have a lot of troubles of sustenance, huge layoffs and losses. To call Germany specifically, automobile industry, no more year car, more Benz, or more BM, or more Audi. So cars, no, troubles, and because of that, no, yin crofo be ready. Nenya yidi enungwa ne here, bokaso. This will happen in Germany. I can say Europe this year, Europe big problems. A lot of social unrest, a lot of attacks, bannings, many things. Europe. Start you can say going forward, there will be some disintegration in the EU. And no, and yet 2025, but Europe is going to go through a lot of problems. See, 31 is I can see burning buildings in France and also burning of mosques causing a lot of agitation in Europe. Until adan bi behyehyehye. Na adan na behyehyehye, people will assume say nkramophobia na aye. So they will also join together and go and burn some mosques in Europe. They making ebesi. So back at 2024, me catch that will say there will be a lot of problems that have to do with Islamic terrorism this anomano. And people will against them in order. Me now 2024 anameboa. Until they start and they can take quarter to 2 They say Europe will face tariffs from President Trump that could cause the U.S. military moving out of Europe. EU, Europe, or money America for your allies. But stars and they can say Trump's the tariffs war no cano. Europe for to be no more share. And the side now that they misunderstanding near Buffon getting abedu baby no. But say America for soldier for more EU, Europe no almost say move out. The 32 Europe will face tariffs from President Trump that could cause the U.S. military moving out of Europe. Number 33, say, I can see fuel crisis in the world in 2025, which will bite Europe more than any other country. And this will be due to what will be happening in the Middle East in 2025. This will cause Europe to think of unconventional ways of sustaining their countries. I can see fuel crisis in the world in 2025, which will bite Europe more than any other country. It means 2025 you are home. Fuel crisis. Ebe kosoro. Name Europe for na ebe ka omo kese pa because ebe bite bibia. What will be say ka. It will bite Europe more than any other country. Because of that, they will have to think of having some unconventional ways of sustaining their country or more energy, and because of this, won't say doom so abrichi some kaya 2024. I told you there will be a lot of blackouts in the Western world. Go online and check and see. So this blackout will continue because of the energy crisis, a fuel crisis. Number 34, they say I can see major problems in France that will cause President Macron to leave power abruptly. France president obeko bibia meka omoko anamebwa the bibia meka so obeko anoko. Until we start and I say I can see major problems in France that will cause President Macron to leave power abruptly. And a woman will be the next president, as I can see. I can see protests in France, Sweden, Spain, Germany, etc. Extreme forms of social unrest will happen in Europe because of immigration issues. TNU, I can see major problems in France that will cause President Macron to leave power abruptly. And a woman will be the next president, as I can see. I can also see protests in France, Sweden, Spain, Germany, and some other European countries. Extreme forms of social unrest will happen in Europe because of immigration issues in 2025. So Macron, he's a young man. I like him. Stars and I say he will go. He will go. That's what the stars are saying. Yanko, number 35. There might be a big fire in Paris. And that could be the Eiffel Tower through a terrorist attack in Paris. I'm seeing pictures of a big gunfight in France, and a lot of tourists will be affected. Me, I feel me in France. This is having go. Now see, when you look at the view, no matter so this year, no, I'm not. The call Europe, France, the France for transformation force. Member Europe, I'm because member because member. Men because I'm free hole. Someone who I'm at. The better group, eh? There might be a big fire in Paris, and that could be the Eiffel Tower. I rather that place there. Nipa ko horsing be beer in the world. One place a nipa ko horsing be beer hot. So the stars is saying there could be some fire there, and a terrorist be attack or be a terrorist never attack. And also I'm seeing pictures of big gunfights. Like France this year is going to go through a lot of turmoil. Like some kind of drug cartels be, some kind of immigrants be, or manya akukudru, some gunfights on the streets. And they're making a bit baby a tourist for 1 month to claim here. But here therefore, I could affect your mama be a better of my cry. Until you call 36 now. The Western world, including the US, Europe, would deport so many illegal immigrants, especially immigrants running away from Germany. See, they can say Western world, Europe can US can on sacking for illegal immigrants, maybe, and a lot of them will run away from Germany. A lot. As you go on, no stars Rebecca say America for more than the best holding then say all the Asian immigrants and North America will start going to Spain. Yes. Spain for Basumbe because a lot of immigrants they will be heading towards Spain. Because America more America don't know because you have attention to Europe. Europe specifically it was Spain and no money na bedding. Rebecca. The Spanish or more immigration system, it will go through a lot of turmoil. So that is number 36. Number 37. As America tightens its borders, a lot of immigrants from South America and Asia will move to Europe, specifically, Spain. So Europe will be under fire in 2025. Europe will go through a lot of difficulties in 2025. These are what the stars are saying. So I'll pray for all our members in Europe, because Europe will be under serious fire in 2025. Number 38, there will be a terrorist attack at the Bladensburg gates during a protest by Palestinian supporters. So what I'm saying here is, Germany, if maybe you say Bladensburg gate, a gate a very popular place, starts and say there will be a terrorist attack at that gate. Na ebesi ewa abra nkrofobia almost support as the Palestinian cause omoye protest and baby no. That's the time terrorist attack in ebesi ewa Germany. Number 39, I can see an early election in Germany. I'm the German verse omoye election be minim say omo parliament and baby say in October. Starts and say they will do it earlier. Something will happen. And that thing is going to happen, or more nipa notice, or more chancellor, there are a lot of things about him. It will be exposed in 2025. Normally about even the sexual orientation. Say because making or bisexual and be something great. When you check the stars, like a lot of things about him people don't know, it will be exposed in 2025. And that will be one of the reasons why until elections will be October and next year say it will happen earlier than that. They say I can see an early election in Germany. Okay, so let me just continue because what I'm doing, I can see an early election in Germany. A lot of intolerance in Germany in 2025. European asylum laws will change to return many immigrants back to their countries. There will be breakdown of free movement of people in Europe. I don't say, Europe to see here. who free one European country go baby, there's no checks over 1990 2025, there will be breakdown of that freedom. I mean, kind of view. I can see an early election in Germany, a lot of intolerance in Germany in 2025, a lot of it. European asylum laws will change to return many immigrants back to their countries. There will be breakdown of free movement of people in Europe in 2025. They're making, why? Because I'm giving you tomorrow's news today. Number 40, as I can see, high levels of anti-Muslim protests in Sweden. Yes. High levels of anti-Muslim protests in Sweden. The capital of Sweden, that's Stockholm, will see attacks on streets and burnings that could attack some Swedish ships. TNU. I can see high levels of anti-Islamic protests or Muslim protests in Sweden. The capital of Sweden, Stockholm, will see attacks on streets and burnings that could attack some Swedish ship. Sweden for more ships beside. The stars and I say a jabber top on to come to Costa because jabber too. Dimaya never them now shit. That was Sweden, Stockholm, a nice place. I will be to me back where I want to me back almost Stockholm up now come -20. One castle better be here. It's a nice place though. So this is what the site is saying about Sweden, Stockholm. Timunya careful, mama, careful. Number 41. America was somehow ceased to support Europe, and they will focus on China for business connections. Europe will not break in 2025, but their troubles will be many. So because of such tariffs in America for support of Europe, no one here, so better. Okay, one here, so better. Because of that, in Europe for bears, don't know. You ain't in China for you compromise be in China for dealings more because the Americans support you and let us focus our attention more. So even though there are so many contradictions between Europe and China, you see them say they will be drawing closer to China more because of say the way America for Europe for a delay. Number 42. But I can see quite a difficult period in the UK economically. A lot of companies going into liquidation, food shortages due to problems with their farmers. So UK almost farmers are a lot of problems. Either say no buy no and now there will be some civil unrest there to produce properly. So I can see quite a difficult period in the UK economically. A lot of companies going into liquidation. Companies PO UK big good this year 2025. Okay, and the food shortages due to problems with their farmers. So kind of said there be farmers. Somebody has to buy some serious demonstration. Be normal tractor air block equipment. No. Stars on air can be beat to say 2025 or more farmers in Benya issues, and because of those issues, UK for Umbenya a lot of troubles. So, number 41, US will somehow cease to support Europe, and they will focus on China for business connections. Europe will not break in 2025 because a woman say Europe may break it along the line, not 2025, but their troubles will be many. It means that US for some or the other among support to Europe the way some time ago to Europe for focus more on China. China or many Chinese relationship a little bit tight, and even though a lot of contradictions, but compromise it because America needs support. We have to get support from China. Something of the kind will happen in 2025. Number 42, I can see quite a difficult period in the UK economically. Yeah, UK. Rough. A lot of companies going into liquidation, food shortages due to problems with their farmers. As a UK farmers, bring a lot of issues, a lot of protests, about affect you more. And then economically, a lot of things will happen in the UK. Companies will go into liquidation, like much money will rough UK. Number 43, inflation in the UK will be phenomenal in 2025. Businesses run by individuals will be troubled in the UK. So as a private sector now UK number bread 2025, they will suffer so much. Okay, so inflation now in UK no be so phenomenal, be cost, and businesses are run by individuals, private sector no will be troubled. Number 44, UK will be closer to the US. That could help them economically. I say, Oko EU, Europe for America for no say omuntamu air draw kakra no. UK they are closer to the UK in 2025. I bet more support from them. That is number 44. So 45, I can see a lot of crippling strikes in the UK. In Toko UK, a lot of strikes will be there. Rail strikes, bus strikes, civil servant strikes, health worker strikes. There will be a lot of strikes in the UK in 2025. So crippling strikes there. Number 46, massive infrastructure drive in the UK. Even though the economy will be performing badly, no. So this is be from borrowing, even though economy, the housing industry in UK will suffer in 2025. Housing sector, no, they will be suffering. People will be complaining. So the government would like to do something about it. And what to do? Borrow money and build. So any temporary solution, it's going to affect them. Don't forget, I'm telling you, say, okay, inflation, because until all these things, a temporary, no one but number 47. So number 47, some secrets about the UK Prime Minister will erupt in 2025. Something about his sexual orientation will show up, and that could push him out of power. We are the ABC or UK. Some kind of speculation, be gossips, be like that. About a fancy MP at the Abra or more penny, Then there will be, number 48, there will be knife crime laws instituted for underage groups in the UK. I can see big moves to restrict social media platforms in the UK that will be backfired. The restriction will be like saying, a canon social media so or more kind knife attacks and all that. So there will be some laws that will be formulated for underage or more uses our knives. Not only that, social media restrictions, for underage, so it may happen. But it will be backfired. A lot of protests against the government, or institutes our laws. So number 49, there will be a political shake-up in the UK that will cause some big political figures to change parties in the UK. So what it means is that there will be a lot of troubles there. And political figures be or parties be, they might change from that party to the different party. And that will going to happen in 2025. Number 50, the BBC will be restructured to give them some more recognition in 2025. So a big exposure will help them to initiate this. What it means is that BBC, how much it will be restructured. The reason is that there will be some corruption, there will be some kind of problems, some exposure, and none ever force you or more restructure the way that's the BBC in the UK. Number 51, there will be an escalation in the Ukraine war from January till. There will be an escalation in the Ukraine war from January before any ceasefire deal. And this escalation will be a great attack by Ukraine, which Russia will retaliate in a big way. Ukraine will lose part of its territory during a ceasefire deal. So what it means is that January 1, Ukraine for attacking Russia with drones, a very massive. And then Russia also be retaliate. So there will be serious escalation there. By the end of the day, there will be ceasefire. Now ceasefire number Russia for only some territories be a year Ukraine for their 2025. Even though Trump can so buy a pair or best of but stars and say no. Getting to the tail end of 2025, and Ukraine and Russia for Tokano, manya deal, a ceasefire deal. But still now say Ukraine for or more year compromise be na or more lands be no, a man Russia for ever. Then you come back last year, me can say Russia for being land to be a land to be a war a good year or so. They will be happy. So Omanya be at the side. Until Yanko number 52, the Star sees a second Ukraine war. The Star sees a second Ukraine war sometime ahead, and yet this year. but with a country that shares border with it, not Russia. Libya, Georgia, now any country be, according to SARS, there will be another war Ukraine for Beko. It might not be this year, but in the near future. I am going to go to Russia, but a country be on money share border. Number 53. The health of Putin is quite not good as displayed by himself and the Russian media. When Putin leaves power, a female will replace him, but not in 2025. Because Makanda said President Putin knew why Obama never be president according to the stars. The health is very good. But also call Russia now, media no government in the control. So some of these things it doesn't come out. He's not so well. Yeah, he's alive, he's kicking, acting strong, but he's not. That's what the stars are saying. Number 54. Israel will hit a nuclear site in Iran with the support of the US. Iran communication systems will be hacked before this approach. This will reignite the war in the Middle East. Okay? Israel will hit a nuclear site in Iran with the support of the US. Iran communication systems will be hacked before this approach. This will reignite the war in the Middle East. And until 2025, Israel will attack a nuclear site at Iran. They will have support from the US. It be quite F-55, F what? F-35, and on use. US for there. They will support them to do this. Reignite the fight now over the Middle East. Because all this why, Prime Minister or Israel need the answer of per se. Iran for or more ambition, but some more nuclear weapon on per se be. So no matter what, they will strike a nuclear site in 2025. The stars are saying this, and not say they will have support from the US. Number 55. Israel will control Jerusalem completely. West Bank, East Bank, this year, going forward. ANC specifically for 2025, but the foundation has been laid already. Say Israel will control Jerusalem completely. Gaza crosses then some part of Syria. Israel will control 2025. 56. There will be a discovery of oil in Israel offshore that will give them more independence on crude oil. The Israel for discover oil either offshore, Lebanon for more than so baby, discover oil or because almost dependent on other countries so much on crude. The Sana stars and they can say discover oil offshore. Number 57. There will be a revolution in Iran after their spiritual leader, Ayatollah, coming in. On say, Iran, when I'm opening power, spiritual leader, Ayatollah. The stars and they say there will be a revolution in Iran after their spiritual leader, which means that something is going to happen to him. It's either he's going to die, it's natural death, or there's going to be an assassination. So he'll be out of the scene. Then from there, a revolution will take place. So I'm seeing scenes like assassinations or natural death, after which a revolution will erupt for a more moral government to replace the current one. This might not necessarily happen in 2025. It might not happen in 2025, but from now, and something of the sort is going to happen. Ayatollah Khamenei might leave the scene. There's going to be a revolution, and then a more modernized Westerner kind of person will come and overtake. Will be on the throne on the leader of Iran. Number 58. The oil prices will sell in 2025 due to the new phase of the Middle East war, which will cause a lot of blackouts in the world. Until don't say the makers say Israel for attack a nuclear site in Iran. In your seer, a bear reignite Santoquano. In your shall say pa a oil price akosro kesi pa. And because of that, there will be a lot of blackouts over some of the Western countries. Saudi Arabia and other Gulf states will come together to tame Iran through something that looks like the Abraham Accord now. President Trump also here, and that will help of the US. The US will be supported. Now, Iran, Saudi Arabia for some of the Gulf states, they come together. Now, Omar tries to maintain Iran. They will be able to have peace in the Middle East. Number 60, the Middle East will have peace getting to the end of the year 2025, probably after Ayatollah. So it means that Iran said almost quickly than free war, getting to the tail end of 2025. There will be peace in the Middle East. Number 61, China will face a lot of tariffs, war with the US, and might erupt some social unrest in China. There will be a call for Xi Jinping to go. It means that China for any America for so much tariffs war no egusu koso den no. Ebema China for they will face a lot of difficulties and problems. Tebema nkrofo ba has some protests says Adia president nko Xi Jinping. So this is what China is going to face. 62, there will be some serious app hack in China that will cause a lot of problems for the government. A headed movement in China will initiate these moves. So China almost deal like everything with app. We can't talk about your app near you. So some of the apps now and then the server China here there will be some hack there, and people will suffer because of that. People will start, coming out say be a president, on call this and so my movement be what China how I am pet Xi Jinping, the administration and a bay initiative this kind of moves. 63, towards the end of 2025, the world economy will suffer, which will start from China. China, 2025 economically they will suffer. Already, I said things are not very good in China now, according to news. But starts and it's getting to the tail end of 2025. China economically will suffer more. Because China was almost surprised we are seeing economy it affects the whole world like the way US for senior issue affected the whole world. Number 64, Japan will experience serious earthquakes that will travel all the way to California. And indeed there will be some earthquakes with Japan, but for more California or US. Number 65, Turkey will also experience a major earthquakes in 2024 before April. So before April, Turkey starts and I say there's going to be a great earthquake there. Turkey before April. 66, the leader of North Korea, he will experience a major health problems. The heart and the leader of North Korea. Okay. They're making it will happen as usual because today we are giving you tomorrow's news today. Number 67, India will move slowly away from Russia and join the Western world more due to the tariffs war. I want to say India for China more very, very strong bond. But the start in 2025, India will gradually move away from Russia for a more relationship more towards the Western world. Nothing will be based on the fact it says our tariffs war, there are a lot of difficulties by so many countries. So 68, Australia will face a lot of economic woes in 2025 and will find new ways of economic growth. The current Australian government will lose power in their next elections. So Australia also there will be issues there, economic issues, there will be problems there, and that will even force or cause the government to also be losing power almost subsequent elections. Number 69, China will have serious problems with the US on rare earth metals, and Australia will benefit from this tension. The reason is Australia also knows more earth metals in it. So when China is using their hard metals in the US for air or more tariffs in September, Ebema US for I focus more on Australia. Ebeboa ama Australia for economy apada kakra. Number 69, China will have serious problems with the US on rare earth metals, and Australia will benefit from this tension. Number 70, there will be an oil or chemical spill in Australia and Canada. So Canada and Australia will be oil spill and chemical spill. I be good someone say oil spill and a chemical spill by say no. That's number 70. Then 71. Australia will experience serious bushfires around Queensland in 2025. Australia will experience serious bushfires around Queensland 2025. Number 72. I'm seeing a major earthquake in New Zealand. New Zealand will experience a very terrible earthquake, serious one, in 2025. Number 73, Canada will have demand for political change because of housing problems. Canada will have a major economic woes in 2025. So Canada, for this year, things will not go so well for you guys. And because of the difficulty and the problems, you guys will demand for a political change. Country, Canada. 74, Justin Trudeau, Prime Minister or Canada, will lose power or leave power. People will be seen on the street protesting against their government. A political scandal will erupt in Canada. There might be an earlier election in Canada. Justin Trudeau might lose power. There might be an earlier election because of scandal. Be able to see Canada. Number 75, I can also see a kind of collapse of the health care system in Canada. Canada for being issue more healthcare system. Same thing will happen in the UK, but Canada is more severe. And because of all this, accumulating here, people will feel say Justin Trudeau must lose power. Number 76, AI will surprise the world with new inventions, especially in medicine, in warfare. Something like a vaccine for HIV will be discovered in 2025. HIV, drugs but they will try to develop a vaccine for HIV. Now only will be sharing that kind of thing. And this will be through AI. You see, AI will surprise the world with new inventions, especially in medicine, warfare. A vaccine for HIV in 2025 will be possible. AI might be used to prescribe medication for individual person based on your own DNA. Never say doing a hospital. On bet me use AI. Ebi yade wonya no. Nipa miensa na enya. So ka say yemfa drew back mo obi a. But with AI, they will be able to diagnose you with your own DNA and more drew a different from any other person. And all this is to be through AI. And see, AI will do a lot of wonders in 2025. Number 77, the ability to reason, think, create, etc. is gradually being taken away from humans by AI. And 2025 is going to be a prominent. Because so if you don't even think anymore, because baby AI, the bedu baby, I been in 2025 in you be CSL. Quite fast so I drain all this non feeling because AI is taking away all these things from us. So our ability to create, to think, to reasoning in gradually we are losing that because AI is doing everything for us. Number 78, there will be 4 different coups in Africa. 2 among them countries are or more democracy here very strong. So stars and I can say there will be 4 different kind of coups in Africa. 2 of these countries are a basis, or more democracy is stronger. People don't even expect some mayors are. So that will happen in Africa. Number 79, 2 African leaders might be assassinated before October 2025. 2 African leaders, according to the Star, will be assassinated before October 2025. Number 80, unstable weather conditions, but crops will do well in Africa. So by Africa, the weather will not do so well, but still now your food crops will do well, even though the weather will be very unstable. So we have unstable weather conditions, but crops will do well in Africa in 2025. And then tribal misunderstandings in many African societies will be taken care of through mediation. Until some of the African countries are more issue with their tribes, through mediation. 2025, there will be a lot of, support from other leaders. I'm a normal to me. Okay. So yeah, I'm 81 points. Me or many. I have many, but because I wanted to sit on number 9, so 81. In my subsequent videos, I might bring you other mature ABC, especially in Ghana. The subsequent, in some maybe American for Ghana home, the new administration be no maybe as expecting all that. Until they say I will do another video specifically for a year, the remedies, then it says yeah, no maybe to see within the year and all that. So as usual, no, we just gave you tomorrow's news today, and we hope that this will guide you through the year. Don't forget, this is just for the whole world. It's a global forecast by Jnana, but for personal forecast there, you can visit my website www.Jnanacaksusdas108.com. You can go and request for 1 year, 3 years, or 5 years forecast for yourself. I will come back to you. Some other information about some of the things they see. We need the ambassador 81 because I was trying to give myself number 9. But you see my red outfit because in 2025, Mars is ruling number 9. And when Mars is ruling, we are looking for victory. And when there's victory on the horizon, the best color to use is red. That's why today it looks very reddish here. Thank you very much. And I'm sure, you will take lessons from what we just told you. Happy New Year to you. Become successful in 2025. Understand, 2025 is the year of victory. This victory will come to those who seek for directions.
According to Nana Ayebiafo Jnana, there will be fuel crisis in 2025, which will affect Europe more than others. There will be major problems in France, which will let the president vacate his seat and a woman will take over. Europe will go through many issues in 2025. America may break their support from Europe in 2025. Europe will do more business with China in 2025. Inflation will be high in UK in 2025. There will be a discovery of oil in Israel in 2025. China will face many issues with America. China will suffer in 2025. Things will not go so well for Canada in 2025. AI will surprise the world with new inventions in medicine and welfare. There will be 4 different coup d'etats in Africa. We believe this forecast and prediction was very helpful. Thank you so much for your time. Please do well to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Also, don't forget to share this video and predictions with your friends and loved ones so they are aware of these things. To become a member of Transformations, please call the number displayed on your screen. Stay positive.